Alrighty, guys. So, this is my new chassis. This is the Rosewell Prism Light, I believe it is called. As you can see, tempered glass side panel. Interior that is very spacious and open, and also something interesting, a top-mounted power supply mount, which means that full bottom is air intake. This can also be set as an air intake and then this exhaust and this exhaust. But you don't want to be blowing too much heat out your power supply. That'll blow out your power supply. It's a little bit of a better picture and a little bit more zoomed out. Also, solid blocked off front panel, which can be removed, and I believe there are other panels you can change it out for. There's just kind of a close-up on the brackets, which I actually do change out later, and just a couple more pictures. This is the front side of it. It's kind of got this geometric, bumpy thing. How to describe it? It tries to be like a three-dimensional panel that honestly I don't like all that much, but it is what it is. And yeah, my Corsair TX 750 fits inside, fully inside of the power supply bay. That is something I never thought I was going to be able to do in a modern case because that thing is so big. There are so many cables, but it is a very, very quiet power supply, as you can probably hear. And this is the PC that I decided that I was going to put into it. This is an i7 960. I have a GTX 780, which this 780 does not work with Xeons. I think I talk about that a little bit later in the future. And 12 gigs of Corsair XMS3 Platinum. And this is it sitting with the thing mounted vertically, which just does not work because this would be blowing all the heat from the CPU directly into the power supply, and that's just going to kill it. And as you can see, I said no to this because you'll see in the next picture, it hits on the North Bridge cooler. And it's also hitting on the power supply shroud. So, I took everything out, and this is what I decided to do next.
Alrighty, guys, after about 10 seconds of contemplation, I've decided, yes, I'm going to fully rip apart both systems. China 1 is going to be going into here. Or China Beast. I think China Beast is what I decided to name it. Is going to be going into this one. This will become my main chassis. This one will become my side chassis. I'll figure out what I want to do for a mod for this one later. But I want to get that into there. Because this should be quieter than that. And that was one of the biggest things I wanted to do. As well as get more of a modded case. But that is the graphics card I do plan on modding out, this GTX 780. I know I said 780s are not great in the past. My 780 works very well, it just does not pair with Xeons. That's why I got a 980 Ti in that thing. Right there. Right there. That's the IO for it. Alrighty, let's get to work. Well, that took a lot longer than expected. Honestly, it wasn't this case's fault. I'm really surprised how easy it was to build in this case. This is the cleanest cable management I've ever had. And this thing might as well be Medusa, with as many cords as it has. And even though, yeah, there's a lot up here, this portion is very clean. My hard drives are properly mounted, except for that one, which is my boot drive, but don't worry about that one. And it's clean. It's very clean. The only thing that I haven't done yet is put in the colored LED fans. My Cool Moon fans. That's the controller, and those are the fans. I haven't put those in yet, but I want to actually test out the chassis and see if it's going to be a little bit quieter, and I want to make sure that my power supply isn't going to start overheating with the temperature. But this is my X5677 CPU inside the motherboard, so let's give it a shot, see what happens. Also, this is the front side of the case with the new audio, or with the new CPU cooler. I actually removed the audio card and just hooked it up through the motherboard sound, and I'm gonna see how that sounds.
Alrighty guys, well this is going to be the conclusion of this video. As you can hear, it is almost completely dead silent, and I have been stress testing it. I have been doing everything I can to make it heat up to try and spool up the fans faster, but it stays incredibly quiet to the point where it is almost nearly inaudible. I've been video editing on it. Actually, funny story, I'm gonna have to talk about Sony Vegas Pro 14 because this system loves this program. Um, but back to this system, I mean, it is what I wanted it to be. It is dead silent and it is running just as good as ever, and the power supply is not overheating even remotely with everything getting pushed through it. I'm gonna add in an audio clip or a little video clip of my old rig from literally the first PC video that I did with this PC so I can have you guys hear how loud the old system was compared to this. And I mean this is very, very quiet. Alrighty guys, today I'm going to be talking about and showing off my daily rig.